Hello. Alright, so I think everything has started already. Okay. So hopefully we'll get through this.
Thanks for coming. We were just chatting with her when all of a sudden something changed. Out of the blue, she told us that she wanted the three of you here.
You have arrived. I am Zephetto. Allow me to borrow this body for a moment.
Oh, the eye changed.
Zephetto? What's going on?
I need you to listen to what I have to say. I am unable to move from my current location. I doubt that I'll be able to extricate myself from this situation on my own. Therefore, you three, I will need your help to get out of here. I'll send you the location now.
Hey, Sophia,
Wait a
didn't baby
minute.
bitch out.
Is it really you?
It is.
What happened after we fought in the seal? And what do you mean you can't move? And also, how are you doing this to Feria?
I have the ability to control Feria's nervous system to some extent.
Control her?
Oh, but she's still conscious throughout. Isn't that right, Feria? Say hello. Yes, I'm here, Zephetto.
I guess that's a relief.
I'll answer the rest of your questions once we are face to face. I've just reminded Feria how to get here. Manon, Feria, Aina, and you, 909. I want just the four of you. I'll be waiting.
Hey, we get Feria to tag along. Dude, a hell of an epic start.
Zephetto?
Zephetto is no longer present inside my mind.
It's always a one-sided conversation with him.
You okay, Feria? Everything feel alright?
Yes, I'm fine.
That's good. That's putting it nicely.
That was Zephetto. He would take over another person's body just to communicate? No. This is no time to sit around stunned. Let's compose ourselves and take a look at the situation. Good call. Interesting. And that's where Zephetto is?
So he says.
Yes, the one we found in the seal. We've been referring to it as the Nameless City.
Zephetto should be in the lower level.
And I imagine you know just how to get there, Feria.
Yes, I can take you there now if you would like.
But why would he ask for just the four of them?
I couldn't say for certain, but we do know they've all met him face to face, meaning he has some connection to each of them. Or at least, that's my guess.
I've been so curious about that place since we found it. I wish I could go with them.
You must not.
Huh?
You have an important role to play in completing the weapon.
What weapon?
Well, it's still too early to get excited, but I've been working on a little something to fight the Starless with. Feria and the others have been helping out.
If we both go, development will come to a complete halt.
I guess you're right. I'll stay right here and keep working. But you better promise to let me know if you see any cool new tech in there. Okay?
Of course I will.
You two make quite the pair. You know that?
Well, they clearly hit it off while I was working on my Halpha investigation.
In any case, it's clear that he just wants the four of you. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. But without more information,
A ship right
all
off
we
the
can do is
bat? That's
just go along.
crazy.
It's going to be risky. Do you think you're up for it?
Yeah, count me in.
Me too.
Thank you. I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask Zephetto myself. Not sure I'd ever stop if I started. Just be careful out there.
We won't be able to come back for a while. Are you ready?
From what I know of, there's like 2 or 3 variants of Nameless
Ready to
City.
go.
Because you can do the
Where's
excavation
Feria?
before the story.
She's over there.
Feria!
She's got a new look! Yo!
Wait, what the?
Crawford said that I should be prepared. In case we have to fight.
That makes sense. But, wow.
You're too kind.
Oh, the pink highlights. Yo! That's so cool.
So, I was curious. How did it feel when Zephetto was controlling you?
I'm not sure how to describe it. It felt something like an out-of-body experience. Like I was watching myself from outside.
What's up, Manon?
But why Feria?
Huh?
I mean, why did he choose to communicate with us through her?
I believe it is because I am Zephetto's backup.
His backup? But aren't you...
Correct. I am your backup. And apparently, I am also Zephetto's backup.
How are you so sure?
I was simply made aware of it when Zephetto's consciousness entered mine.
And so you're around in case anything should happen to him. Of course.
Yes. Everything's fine. But I appreciate your concern. Thank you so much.
Wow. These buildings just go on forever. Every single one of them must have been full of people, right?
Yeah.
What was this place exactly?
It was once the center of Resurgent Ark's activity. This was the largest of its residential districts. And all of its other various districts branch out from here. That includes the underground facilities as well.
Did Zephetto tell you that too?
Yes, but in a fragmented way.
How did we manage to overlook a place as huge as this?
Because it's not actually on Halpha. I do not know the exact location, but I know we are in orbital space above Halpha.
What do you mean, space?
What she means is that where we are right now is way up high among the stars we see when we look up into the night sky from Halpha.
Huh?
But
That's a cool
teleporters can
detail.
only take us so far, so we can't be that far away, right?
Correct.
Still, one would think that Lucille's vast array of sensors would have detected it. Unless the exterior is being cloaked somehow to avoid detection. But why?
Do you have any idea what they're talking about? Really? Because I'm totally lost here.
Zevetto designed this place to be undetectable. Not just by people on Halpha, but by us too.
Which must mean he was hiding something, right?
Right. Or at least, I assume so. Feria, do you happen to know anything about where we're going?
No. The only thing I know for certain is how to get to where Zevetto is. There is a simple map in my mind, but no details at all besides that.
Of course.
He wouldn't be leading us into a trap, right?
Your guess is as good as mine. But I think it's safe to say that we should be prepared for any eventuality.
Good call.
Kababuya. Let's do this shit.
It would seem there's enemy readings ahead.
Seems so.
Trial start.
I normally do the Nameless City during, obviously Nameless City events. This is the first time I'm doing it without a timer.
Arcs fought in the past. Animals as the majority are genetically modified versions of existing species.
And Zevetto modified them?
Correct.
Success.
Involved in ARCs and dolls research. So we never came across information that
Trial
didn't pertain
start.
to one of those things.
Were created using the modified genetic code of humans.
Success.
Tested. With the final version being the largest. Then they suddenly mutated
Trial
and
start.
acquired powerful abilities.
Success.
So most of these are like bosses from PSO2. Because you literally come across this thing within the second area, I believe.
Are replicas of False ancient enemies.
Okay, so yeah, we're way into the future. So I was right about that.
Of their genome. So we don't know how ancient these replicas actually are.
Full spawn.
Trial start.
This is getting a lot of questions and curiosity if all the things I said during the past streams are actually correct.
Success.
I think we got them all. Let's keep moving. I just can't believe there's really nobody here.
Everyone left for Halpha. in order to proceed with the experiment. The city's functions have been dormant for a long time. But some of them seem to have started up again in the very moment we set foot in here.
Then, what's with all the enemies?
They are likely the intruder defense system, though some may be malfunctioning training programs. I do not know. However, he is the only one who has the top-level clearance necessary to do so.
Do you know when they stopped using this place?
No, that has not been revealed to me.
I simply can't imagine everyone in this huge city left for Halpha and Lucille.
I have no information on that subject.
It seems as though Sefeto only reveals what's convenient for him.
Why don't we just ask him what we want to know? We'll see him soon enough, right?
True. Let's do that.
Wait, I know this song.
I believe you call it the Song of Morning.
Why is it?
Same exact time. Every day when I was in Lucille. I don't know why, but I have the feeling. We played it for the same reason that it's sung in Ratem. Sefeto mentioned that many lives were lost in the war against the sun. I have to imagine that the song was played in mourning for them. Perhaps it was played in the field so they would never forget. Do you have any insight into the song, Faye?
I do not. No. However, I think you are probably correct.
So, this song was played both here and there. Maybe it's Sefeto's way of expressing his emotions.
Trial start. Success. Trial start. Success.
The objective is just up ahead.
Then let's clear these guys out first.
Trial start. Success.
Let's proceed.
Can we really go down from here?
Yes.
What is this?
It's just like Lucille.
No, on the contrary. Lucille's design was based on this facility.
Feria. No, Zepheto.
Follow me.
I've seen this place before, too. What are these?
The third generation ARC's production facility.
Is this where Meteorn come from?
It is. Allow me to tell you all about the ideal toward which we have been striving. ARCs. ARCs is a mighty force that made a name for itself in the major war 1,000 years ago.
Okay, so this is 1,000 years into the
war
future
was brought to an end.
from PSO2.
Their victory ushered in a long period of peace. Such an era had no need for a powerful fighting force, and ARCS was, in time, forgotten. However, it was the emergence of the Starless that made them relevant once more. We believed that we needed the same power as this ancient force in order to counter the external threat. Unfortunately, much of their history and knowledge was lost to the sands of time. All we were able to gather was some battle logs and genetic code here and there. One particularly valuable piece of genetic code came from an ARCS member in cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you saying you found one of these ancient warriors in a suspended state?
Yes. However, I regret to say we never ended up learning much about them.
What does that mean?
We couldn't start the thawing process. They were too heavily protected. So we put waking them aside and focused our efforts on more accessible things. Initially, we started by looking for photon-related genes in the genetic code we recovered. And we developed simulations based on the combat data we had available. So began our long, long experiment. The culmination of which is you, 909.
That does not surprise
I
me.
get the idea. We have some questions.
Proceed.
What happened to all the people in the city?
Resurgent Arc started out with roughly 100,000 members. Nearly all of them were based out of here. The finest minds, all working towards Arc's grand reconstruction. At the time, we referred to the new Arcs as the first generation. There was one major difference between the first and subsequent generations. We spliced the old genetic material directly into the first experiment subjects.
You did what? Introducing a large amount of photonic code into the average person's body would...
Exactly. The average mind and body cannot handle the sudden influx. Their bodies rejected it, and most died. Even those who survived suffered changes that left them physically or mentally unfit to continue. A philosophical rift began to grow among the research staff. Vicious arguments would break out, even erupting into violence on several occasions. Resistance grew. In the end, we were left with only 1/10 of our original staff. And half of those were lost to accidents during our experiments. But those who remained continued onward and began to construct Alpha. Their goal was to enhance those in the first generation that had adapted to the genetic code. I myself am a member of that first generation. My ability to transfer my consciousness was one of the things revealed during those experiments. Therefore, I've inhabited many different hosts over the years. I have continued my work of preparing for the Starless, still aware of the threat they pose. As a last surviving member of resurgent arcs.
You're the last one?
There is something else I'd like to show you.
What exactly is this?
The test subject inside of this pod is identification number 909.
What?
There's no fucking way they bring back Persona.
909. Who
There's
are you
no fucking
exactly?
way.
An error occurred when transcribing your genetic code to the fourth clone. The data did not match number 909's. 909 is in here, and yet here you are in front of us. Remember when I told you about the ARCS member in Cold Sleep? There is more to that story. In the course of developing our new ARCs, we made sure to be meticulously cautious regarding maintenance of their housing equipment. However, much of it came under attack during the conflicts over our research methods, and was destroyed. Or so I thought. If you could be... You don't seem to be lying.
Dude, that would be a crazy
I
twist
appear
if they
to have
bring
caught
back
the attention
fucking
of the Starless.
Persona. Because technically, PSO2 was I wouldn't say genetic copy, but a future alter. So of course it'd be altering the DNA because it was already altered. That shit would be fucking awesome if they bring back Persona.
Our destination is just ahead. Destroy them.
There's still a lot more I need you to experience.
Focus on killing these first.
Understood.
Trial start.
should be the last of them.
Onward.
Is this where we'll find your, body?
No. Inside of here is the fourth clone host. We've uploaded the required battle data, but its soul has yet to be implanted.
This can't be real. Are you subjecting us to yet another one of your experiments?
No, I am not. The truth is, I lost my body in my last fight.
Huh?
The Starless Vanguard that attacked after we all fought. I did manage to defeat it, but my body sustained irreparable damage in the process. So, I used my ability to transfer my consciousness over to Feria.
So, are you saying you've been inside Feria's mind ever since?
Correct.
And all this time, you've been plotting how you might lead us here.
Yes.
What is it that you want?
To transfer my soul into this clone.
And go right back to leading resurgent arcs, I take it.
I want to bring the war against the Starless to an end. This fourth clone incorporates lessons learned from 909's field performance. It has the data from every single battle you've ever been in. An Ark's defender to surpass all others.
How can you be sure?
I can't until I try it out.
Then maybe we need more data first.
I don't have time. I can't sustain myself in this body for much longer. My consciousness needs a permanent host.
I can't.
Feria, you know the process, right? I do. Then let's start.
How is this even possible?
Yes. Excellent.
Scarlet!
How persistent. Understood.
Been a while since we all fought together.
Yeah, it sure has.
Let's switch it up with the cannon, shall we?
You're not going any further.
Trial start.
Still coming. Stay focused.
go check on those two.
Good idea.
Ah, yes. This will do. This should be enough power to defeat him.
Defeat who?
The powerful Dark Falls class starless that appeared 500 years ago. The one that consumed more planets and snuffed out more lives than any other.
That sounds terrifying.
He destroyed the anti-starless squad I was part of at that time as well. And in the process, incapacitated me. I lost consciousness for quite a long time. When I came to, absolutely nothing was left. My home planet was gone. All of my loved ones. Even the starless themselves had vanished without a trace. My entire world was reduced to absolutely nothing. All I could do was stand there in complete shock. At long last, I can finally avenge that loss. And now, Resurgent Ark's mission can truly be fulfilled. Feria, are we finished?
We are.
Very well then. What? No. No. Fine. Well played.
What's going on?
Stay back. I know.
What the?
Holy fuck.
Zephedo! What's happening? Hello? But...
Yo.
Feria! Are you okay?
Yes.
into space-time. You need to get out of here. Now. Forget about that. Just go.
Zepheto. And we still didn't get any answers.
We need to tell everyone back home what happened here.
It's good to see you back. But no trace of Zepheto, it seems. I have a few questions about what happened. So, Zepheto's consciousness was implanted into that fourth clone. So his body was hijacked by something.
Wow. The roller coaster never seems to end, does it? What sort of twist is around the next bend?
And now we don't even have Zepheto around to give us any answers.
I can't talk long.
Huh?
I can tell you about the something in question. Yes. Its name is Vile. Dark Falls class Starless hold dominion over vast numbers of other Starless. And among the Dark Falls class Starless, Vile, preeminent. You can think of Vile as something like their Emperor. It won't be long before he consumes my soul entirely. I transferred a portion of it to Feria before that could happen. My fusion with Vile has finally revealed the truth
of the Starless to me. They are insatiably hungry. They scour the ends of the universe in search of photons to devour. They were so utterly ravenous that even the most minute photon emission was enough to summon them 500 years ago. They devoured everything they could. But they realized something. That no matter how much they consumed, they were still of 1,000 years ago were vastly more filling in terms of photon content. So Vile decided to simply wait.
So this is just the endless darkness coming back.
Prey would eventually develop more power and more photons. Vile then issued an order to all Starless. The Starless forces immediately halted their attack and disappeared from our realm back into space-time. As for Vile, although ostensibly his enemy, he hid himself inside of me. Now I know that this ability to transfer my consciousness is something I received from Vile. But oblivious to that, I proceeded with my experiments to resurrect Arcs, convinced it was my destiny. Resurrecting Arcs to combat the Starless. My prediction that they would return cyclically every 500 years. Looking back, I'm not sure how many of those ideas were actually planted by Vile. However, one thing that I am entirely certain of is that my hatred of the Starless is my own. Perhaps it doesn't matter. Ultimately, I was still being used as their puppet. Right now, this is where the beings with the highest photon sensitivity are gathered. Right here. Which means there is no doubt he's coming. He grows stronger in space-time even now.
Why does this guy sound like the same actor as Optimus Prime from the Star Wars movies? Or not Star Wars, the Transformers movies.
It won't be long before he joins you here. Vile's power is immense. However, you need not despair. You are the strongest Arcs defender there is, 909. Or should I say, Guardian? You are even more powerful now than when we fought.
Yup, original PS2 Guardian.
Your own progress has lifted up all of your friends and made them stronger as well. You are all Arcs Defenders Prime.
Yeah, it's definitely the same fucking actor as Optimus Prime. There's no way in hell after that.
I can defeat Vile.
Bro, saying Prime is Optimus Prime, fucking crazy.
My time has come.
Zephedo.
What is it, Aina?
Thank you.
I am not entirely sure you have anything to thank me for.
Well, it's true that you've caused us an incredible amount of pain. You've done unconscionable things. But if you hadn't, we wouldn't be able to take on our real enemy right now. And I am grateful for that. I shouldn't, but I do forgive you.
Aina.
People of Halpha, I am truly, truly sorry. I have just one final request. Take care of your world.
Zephedo's consciousness is no longer present inside my mind.
One last long speech followed by a dramatic exit. Selfish to the end, wasn't he? The selfish general of resurgent Arcs. Alone to the bitter end.
don't even know what to say. What a staggering turn of events. For all Zepheto told us, there's so much more I was hoping to learn. And who knows, with time, we might have even been able to reconcile somehow.
Yeah. Well, we can't just mope around. We better start getting ready for our biggest fight ever.
Ilma? About that.
What's up?
Zepheto left something of a parting gift for us.
A parting gift?
Do you remember that issue with the weapon that we just couldn't seem to figure out ourselves?
How could I forget? I mean, I've only been losing sleep over it for the past couple weeks.
Well, Zepheto reminded me how to get past it before he left.
Seriously?
I'll show you. This goes here. Then connect these two, and...
Wait, slow down. No, but then this one would...
No, because remember, there's...
What? Wait, that can't be right. That is right! Why didn't I ever notice that before? Duh!
If nothing else, Zepheto was an exceptional engineer.
Yes! Now we can finally finish it! Hey, you just wait. We're gonna make a little something that'll smash this vile jerk.